In Christianity, Lucifer is a fallen angel, meaning an angel who rebelled against God and was cast down to hell. He is a popular character in contemporary films and artworks, often portrayed as an alluring figure. Even if you are not religious, you may have heard of Lucifer and been captivated by this name through famous movies such as Lucifer Morningstar, Supernatural, Doomsday, and Satanic Worship. This video provides detailed explanations of this fascinating character, his origin, and his fall from grace. According to Christian doctrine, Lucifer was the first creation of God and was granted the highest power. He was a seraphim, one of the highest order of angels, with 3 pairs of wings and power second only to God. Along with 2 other archangels, Gabriel and Michael, he assisted God in managing heaven. However, Lucifer eventually turned against God, refusing to bow to humanity, whom he saw as inferior. He believed that humans should worship him instead, as he was created from the first light of heaven and possessed the power to create and control energy. This led to his fall from grace and his banishment to hell. Some Christians believe that Lucifer's rebellion was a result of his pride and jealousy of humanity, while others see it as a necessary part of God's plan to test the loyalty of his angels. Regardless of the interpretation, Lucifer remains a complex and intriguing figure in religious mythology. In summary, this video provides a comprehensive view of Lucifer, his rise and fall, and his place in Christian mythology. Whether you are religious or not, this video is a fascinating exploration of one of the most captivating characters in religious history. He was perfect and powerful enough to stand equal to God. Lucifer renounced his faith in God and openly opposed heaven. This prideful act turned Lucifer into an adversary of the angels, becoming the sin of pride, the most serious of the 7 sins mentioned in the Bible. Before entering heaven, God tested the angels on their obedience and humility, and those who disobeyed were expelled from heaven and suffered punishment. The original sin of the fallen angels is also similar to those who worship Lucifer, basing their existence on the rule of not submitting to God's laws. When pride is also the time when he has the most irrational beliefs about his abilities, an excessive admiration for oneself, and a refusal to acknowledge one's own mistakes and wrongdoing. Lucifer is a beautiful angel with a shining appearance. He is the most intelligent archangel in the church, a sacred being created to serve God. But he rebels against the destiny arranged by God and goes against God's faith. Lucifer declared that he would stand on heaven, carve his name on God's stars, sit on the position of Lord of everything, on the highest peak of the most sacred mountains, higher than the clouds, and be like the supreme being. The angels had to choose between God or bowing to Lucifer. Asmodeus and Behemoth, later known as the 3 kings of hell or the 7 princes, began to follow Lucifer's madness, forming a rebellious army of 133 million angels and causing the legendary battle of hell and heaven. The final rebellious angels were punished and sent to hell after the great battle between the angels and demons. The archangels were led by Michael, Galilei, Raphael, Slaphiel, to fight against Lucifer's group. These events are recounted in chapter 12 of the book of Revelation, a great battle between the loyal angels to God and the rebellious angels. In short, it is a battle between angels and demons. This is one of the greatest battles that God has ever witnessed. The Lucifer faction destroyed heaven's army, and God knew that Michael and other angels could not stop Lucifer, so he ordered the closest angels to help Michael defeat Lucifer. By God's order, Lucifer was cast down to hell, and after seeing the leader defeated, the rebellious angels quickly lost their will. The result of these fallen angels was that they no longer had a place in heaven. Hundreds of millions of angels fell from heaven on that day. At this point, Michael renamed Lucifer as Satan. Although there is no sentence in the Bible that confirms that Lucifer is Satan, Lucifer is none other than Satan. Satan is a title or nickname that refers to public forces that oppose God, heaven, and humanity. Lucifer is Satan, but Satan is not necessarily Lucifer, as some other major demons in hell have also been referred to as Satan. The word Satan comes from Hebrew and means enemy or adversary. In philosophical terms, Satan is like the ugly face of humanity that always lurks within, waiting for an opportunity to surface. The fall of Lucifer is similar to what Jesus referred to when he said, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven." Lucifer cut off his supreme angel wings, and when he became Satan, He underwent a transformation in appearance, with a sinister face, 2 sharp horns on his head, and a powerful body that was no longer that of a beautiful angel. Satan is described as having a roar like a lion and always lurking to devour someone. Underneath hell, there are countless terrifying demons who want to devour the children of God, but they are all killed by Lucifer. After being cast out of heaven, Lucifer became the king of hell, one of the 4 rulers. Terrified by the horrific power of the strongest archangel, all the evil spirits and demon kings bowed their heads and pledged allegiance to the new king of hell. Lucifer hates the name Satan because it reminds him of his defeat before Michael. No one in hell dares to call Lucifer Satan. As Satan, Lucifer is very cunning, treacherous, and skilled in using deceitful tricks to manipulate many other angels to do his bidding. Satan also possesses humans, controlling their minds and turning them into evil beings. Many serial killers are followers of Satan. In the book, The Last Exorcist, by Father Gabriele Amorth, he recounted a time when he faced Satan during an exorcism. The possessed person continued to scream even during the ritual. Father Gabriele commanded Satan to reveal his name, and it replied in English, "I'm Lucifer." Father Gabriele was shaken because he knew he was facing Satan. Exorcists never dialogue with Satan, they only command it. If they engage in dialogue, Satan will try to confuse and defeat them. Satan is very difficult to defeat and can counterattack with various methods. After his defeat in the battle in heaven and being expelled, Lucifer harbored hatred for humanity. He transformed into a serpent and tempted Adam and Eve to eat the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden. It should be noted that the forbidden fruit represents knowledge. If Adam and Eve did not eat it, they would never have knowledge, and they would live happily and peacefully in the Garden of Eden as the favorites of God. However, without knowledge, they would be like other mindless creatures such as birds and animals. But after eating the forbidden fruit, their eyes were opened, and knowledge rushed in. They experienced evil, pain, and suffering in their lives, but they were different from other creatures. After listening to the serpent's persuasion, Adam dared not eat the fruit, but Eve quickly obeyed and ate it. She then shared it with Adam, and they both ate the forbidden fruit. This is why women are more easily tempted by desire while men are more easily swayed by women. More importantly, Satan wants to prove to God that humans are not perfect. If God truly created humans in his own image, then humans have created demons in their own way. After discovering that Adam and Eve ate the forbidden fruit, God was angry and punished the serpent by making it forever crawl on its belly and eat dust. Adam and Eve were expelled from the Garden of Eden. As punishment for their sin, humans will suffer pain during childbirth, have to work for their own sustenance, and face their own bad tendencies such as greed, envy, and laziness. The 7 deadly sins represent the suffering caused by humans. The first person on earth to mention demons was Eve. The famous quote by the alien writer Oscar Widmer says, "Every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future." This means that even saints have done something wrong in the past or at least made mistakes, and if reversed, it can also be said that, if someone says that a demon steps out of the gates of hell, it should also be remembered that a fallen angel was once an angel. Evil spirits also have a past. For Lucifer, his past was as an angel, but his present and future can only be as the demon Satan.